Morning gang, so I've just actually got a long weekend of work to do. So it's Friday the 30th of November today. I'm now going to run to South Wales to load later this afternoon. Take that to London for Saturday morning and then do a show Saturday night in London. Take that stuff back to South Wales, drop it, pick up another load of stuff to take back into the middle of London for Monday. So I'll just see if I can put something together. Probably, you know, the actual very last trucking one this year, so we'll see how it goes. But the sun is out, it's looking like a lovely day, so I'm about to get trucking. I've left myself a fair bit of time with traffic and whatnot on a Friday and the UK road network and the quality of that, so I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to get going, so I'll talk to you in a bit. Let's see if I can remember how to drive then. It's not been too long, I guess. Worst thing about coming back, these dogs going to move. Come on. There should be plenty about. That might be a bit waterlogged by the time we get back. Toodle Pip. I do wish these DAFs would have a memory on the seat, because it's been really moved about. Building a new building just the other side of these hay bales, so this runway is absolutely covered in mud. Hopefully today it won't be too bad. I've left enough time to get the truck washed. It's just finding a wash that's actually open. There is or was one at Alconbury, but I'm not entirely sure if it's still open or not, so I think I'll just swing by and have a look. There's some of my travelling brethren on the left. Some have disappeared and left a big pile of rubbish that they've just tried to burn and not been very successful with. Very kind of them. So no wonder they get a bad name. Excuse me. So it's been a fairly uneventful drive. I'm just going to stop here at Strensham Services for a half an hour break and finish that off. I did see a sign that said the M50 is closed for 72 hours, which I don't know if it means from today until like Sunday night or what, but I'm sure when I finish my break I'll find out, because if we can't get down the M50, it's been a waste of time me coming round the top, so to speak, from where we are in East Anglia. You've got a choice. You can either go down to London across the M4 to South Wales, or you can go across to Birmingham and drop down. And if you go Birmingham and drop down, it's not much further, and it saves you the 7 toll, which isn't cheap for a truck. If we've got to go down and across it anyway, it's been a waste of my time coming this way. But the M4 is the most boring road in the UK, quite possibly, and I've got to do it twice as it is, so avoiding it a third time wouldn't have been the end of the world, really. But there's definitely a truck wash on the other side, but I'm not sure if there's one this side, because if there is, I'll get the vehicle washed, but I've got a feeling there isn't one, which is a bit of a shame. I haven't been in here since the start of the year, so I can't actually remember much about it. No wash. Oh well, not to worry. Where's the park? Oh well, the truck will have to stay dirty for a while longer then. That's a shame. Never mind. Right, that'll do. Time for a brew. So here we are on the industrial estate. I was scheduled to be here at 4 and it's 4:45, so I think that's fairly good time really. That's new, this food warehouse place. Not seen that before. Hopefully it's all pretty much ready to go, but I'm going to stay here for the night I think, because I can't be bothered to go and sit in Friday tea time traffic anywhere. And I've done 6.25 hours driving, so I can only get a couple of hours back up the road. If my memory serves me correctly, should be this turning here. So I think I'll just stay here and leave early in the morning and head up there. Wonderful. Well, it's just gone 2 o'clock in the morning and the rain woke me up at, well, about midnight I think, so I sort of sat there and I woke up, well, I gave up trying to go back to sleep, so I thought, well, I might as well get going and I'll stop for an hour in the services and kill some time, because I can't actually get into Hammersmith till 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's either sit down here or do a bit and have a break. And there's every chance that there's going to be motorways closed and diversion, so I might as well head off now and I can deal with that. And I mean, I'm not unloading until 9 o'clock, but the earlier I can get into Hammersmith and get myself, it's a bit of a pain in the bum just having to reverse in off of the road, sort of blind a bit, so the earlier I do it the less people are about, sort of thing. That's my theory, so there's not going to be anyone to watch me do it. So cough, I'm sure I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I am. What I love about England is completely unnecessary traffic lights. Rather than like in Europe where they just flash amber and you proceed with caution, you have to sit here for absolutely no reason at all on a deserted industrial estate. These are a bit tight, these lights. Oh, excuse me. Just been checking out on my A to Z of where I've got to go Monday as well, and it looks well, rather awkward. But then anywhere in a slap in the middle of London with an Arctic is a pain in the bum, isn't it? So forewarned is forearmed and all that. I'm just going to see if I can find anyone I know who's been there previously, just to get the lowdown on the best way to turn into that road. So see what I can find out over the weekend. But there we go, I'm going to turn this off because it's dark and rainy, and the M4 is straight and dark and rainy. So I'll talk to you in a little while. So excuse me, the final approach down to the Hammersmith flyover where I'll come off. Stopped at Reading for an hour and a half, killed some time, and it's kind of worked out perfectly for no access till 7 o'clock. It's 2 minutes to 7. I've still got to get round there, so that should work out perfectly, really. It's been fairly uneventful, as usual. It'll be even quieter going back out tonight, being a Saturday night, I would guess. Looking forward to it. I'm not going to have a snooze. I'm going to stay awake. Try and sleep later, ready for tonight, I think. Nice building, really, the Hammersmith Apollo. Very old and whatnot. Excuse me. God, I don't know what on earth is making me sneeze. Either that car in front has got no lights on, or both its rear lights are blown. Not sure which. like most cities really, and it's just a free-for-all trying to get around places like this. Mind you, I had a BMW try and come up the inside of me on a roundabout at Bury St Edmunds yesterday, which wasn't really expecting, to be honest. So, the actual Apollo is just to the left here. What I need to do is, the easiest way of doing it, line myself up a bit, back in across the road, and then it's just a bit of a pain in the can't really get the Well, at 8:45 somebody turned up, so this is the other side of the gates. I just thought I'd quickly show. So I've got you have to reverse down here. Now none of them cars just sort of there were in this morning, but these bins always stay there, and you've pretty much really got to sort of almost touch the bin to get straight down here because of the angle of getting in from the road. You can't really see it very well, and you've also got this little balcony overhanging, which makes things a bit more awkward. But once you're sort of through that, and you can then start kicking the back end over to the left as you're viewing it, then you've got a straight run. But once you're then down here, I shall just walk you along. So this is the back end of Hammersmith Apollo. So you come. The deceiving thing is because it's not straight, and it's difficult to sort of judge in your mirrors how to sort of keep, especially like here, running down this line here straight, but the building comes out, so it's really deceiving. And for us in left-hand drives, it's even more awkward because you've then got to blindside it around here. And you've pretty much, that wall, you've got to have you've got to get your sort of wheels just about kissing that to then wang it round. So it's not a massive amount of space where this car wasn't here to get it into the bay as such. I ended up right down in this corner here because it was dark. I was being watched, but they're not really truck drivers who are watching me, so they're just sort of watching I didn't hit anything, so just trying to guess it all. But we got there in the end. It doesn't really matter how many shunts you take. So what I'll do tonight is I'll just reverse up and then just take a nice big swing, because none of these vehicles would be here, and out we go and back to South Wales. So I've just made myself a coffee. I'm now going to go on, check my emails and do a few bits and pieces inside. I'm going to hit the bin. Yeah, if you can. Cheers, Ross. Lovely job. Just like that. 1:10 past. So 3.5 hour drive down to Wales. Should be parked up by 5 o'clock hopefully. Go for a few hours shut eye. Nice easy straight out into the A4 here and M4 and repeat. Film this flyover. Just changed quite a bit since I've been coming in the last however many years. There's definitely a lot more neon and showrooms and things like that. So here we go again. Only this time it's a damn sight lighter because there's nowhere near as much gear because it's going into a lot smaller place. So it's now 3:45 on a Sunday afternoon. I'm going to head up to. I'm going to go out a different. I'm going to go out because them lights are a pain in the bum. I'm going to head to Newbury and I'm going to park up there because it's then only a couple of hours into the middle of London. So it's only about 2.5 hours roughly to Newbury from here. So we'll just go up there, get parked up, start again quite early in the morning. And hopefully get into London town before the traffic gets too bad. No, but it's not been too bad really. I sat and had an 11-hour break just down here. And about an hour ago the boss man came out and said, oh, I forgot, the guys have been on the phone and they forgot to put a couple of the poles on, so it's a good job I hadn't sort of hurried off, because they would have been forgotten about. I think you can go through town here and it's possibly mildly quicker, but I can never be bothered, because if the motorway junction's just off to the right there, although I've got a feeling this roundabout's now closed off, so I've got to go up and do a loop. It just seems to save a lot of aggro really. But this load's way lighter, so I won't be struggling up the hills like I was last night and Friday night. Saturday morning even. So I reckon this will pretty much be my last day this shield, or 2 days. As soon as I get home from this tomorrow, I've got some pool work for me scuba course, bit of practice. Oh, your indicators don't work, I see. I've got the medical for it on the Friday, so the only day I've got free next week really is Thursday, so I might, if someone needs me for a day, I might go and do a day, but that will pretty much be it. Then a whole week's course, finish that, and then the following week I've got a couple of meals booked in the evenings, well, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. And then we're pretty much into that there Christmas. But I quite fancy, don't know why, but I quite fancy doing a few days on bulk haulage. I've done it for 12 years or so now, but I just quite fancy doing a bit of that. So I might, I'll see how I feel. I'll probably do one day and then be, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. The good thing with this being closed off is, as long as no one's going to try it, I can pretty much straight line around here. And just a quick note, thank you to all the positive comments on the plastics video I did with my mate Biff. It's a very sort of impromptu one, and I'm glad quite a few people seem to enjoy it and sort of take note as such. That's a definite bonus. And Biff was a bit of a natural really. I thought he did really well. I mean, I hate filming myself and talking on camera, and I don't think Biff's ever done it before, and he's not exactly a loud person anyway, but he was very natural. Well, anyway, this is the M4, so I'll turn this off now. Talk to you in a little bit.
We get off, mate.
Well, it looks like we've got us a convoy. I come down to Newbury to park up where it's nice and quiet and leave early, and my mate Dave was parked here when I got here. And he's heading into London as well, although only the Albert Hall. So we're going to take a little cruise on down the M4 together. that's Scan PA on the right, where Dave's loaded from. It's just handy to know that you can park down here and it's peaceful and safe.
Oh, mate, it's not busy.
I just hope not at 5 o'clock in the morning. Right. I'll turn this off until we get somewhere interesting. That's Nelson's column right in front of me. I built in a bit of time for traffic, and I've ended up really quite early. So I was just taking it very leisurely. And I've ended up. I was here for U2 last year. It was the last foray into the middle of London. They did a show right in there. Looks like there's been something on. So where I need to be, I think I'm actually going to go past the front of it. I actually messed up a bit. I came off at Hyde Park Corner, so I did a lap around Hyde Park Corner to kill a few minutes, just to get me a bit close. The parking area I've got, or parking bays, is suspended from 8 o'clock, and it's now almost 7:30, so I'm half an hour early. And I think that just to the right there, that's St Martin's Lane where I need to be. So I'm just hoping that where I'm going the spaces are free. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's the theatre there. Is that? So, of all the things to prepare for, a fatal, I don't know what, but a fatal incident right outside where I'm meant to be dropping. So the police have cordoned the road off just back there, and I caused chaos because I didn't really have anywhere else to go. So at least my worries about getting parked. But yeah, the actual bays I want are just a bit further down. So I'll sit and wait here. Right, so this is a Noel Coward theatre that I'm parked outside of. In front of me, that Murphy van where that policeman is where I'm meant to be tipping, but there's been a fatal incident this morning. I don't know what exactly, don't want to know. So this is St Martin's Lane. I'm meant to be up there unloading, but I'm going to have to reverse out with the aid of some crew, hopefully, because obviously the road is shut and I can't get out. So it's been quite an eventful morning. I was trying to get here with enough time to just get in and get parked up and wait, and it's the roads end up being shut, so I've tipped not quite where I was planning on, but it meant no problems with traffic wardens at least, but some poor sod has been killed for whatever reason. which is quite sad. So I've just made myself a coffee. I'm unloaded. I'm just waiting for some of the crew to come and give me a hand to reverse out so I can get going. So I'm just getting in position now to get out of here. Cheers, my dear.
I'd love to stay on the taxi.
Yeah, will do.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much. Oh, crikey. I'm ever going to get round this bloke. Here, hopefully that will hold everyone behind me to give me the swing for this turn here. Oh, what a palaver. Tight getting through here. Yeah, just. Ah, crikey. What are you doing now? Staying? Well, one bonus is I've kind of got, I wanted to be back onto here. Oh, that's not ideal though. So hopefully if I can get down here and then drop down onto the embankment, I can pretty much follow that to the right side of town to get myself out. That is my rough plan. I need to be getting over to the right here. It was too late. got a feeling down here. It's closed just down there, I think, so I'll follow this tipper. Just about where I want to be. Well, I want to be out of town really, but can't have it all. Well, I'm never going to get around with him there. Tell you what, whoever does London all the time must be bloody mad. Right. Heading the right way now, that's the main thing. At least I know these roads. I've done London for years, unfortunately, on and off. So, but that where I've just been, I didn't really know. You don't never used to do general haulage around there, really. So, I've never really been, excuse me, around that area. So it's all a bit sort of new, and it just always changes. There's always a no entry or something closed, and this, that, and the other. But at least this runs me round and in a safer territory as such. More than I know where I am as such. And at least it's now 11 o'clock in the morning, so I lost just under an hour trying to get back out. But there we go. Some poor soul is no longer with us for whatever reason. So I think that's the worst of it. So follow the embankment. Just gone through the Rotherhithe tunnel. I'm just now sort of heading for the A13, and I think I'm just going to stick with the A13 all the way down to the A130 up to Chelmsford, rather than go around the M25 and up the A12. I think that might be quicker and easier. I thought it was a 30 limit here. Obviously, maybe tippers are exempt. I know it's 50 from here, but I thought what I was in was 30. Anyway, hopefully I'm up and running now, and that'll be straight back and done, with any luck. It's been quite a while since I've been down here, so it might well have changed. I haven't been past the Blackwall tunnel yet, unless it's, oh, I don't know. Silvertown, no, I couldn't have done. But I think it's all, this 13 has changed now, and it's all like this. I think sort of out. We'll soon find out. forgot to start this again. Never mind. This is just back into the yard. Job done. Stopped at Boss Hogg's Caff at Washbrook, just outside Ipswich, for a spot of lunch. Where do you want it? Where do you want it?
Just there next to Scott's if you can, please.
Which one's Scott?
That one there.
Oh, that? Ah, call that done.